Hello friends, welcome to Gem Academy. Now what we are going to see is in CAB ABM module A, in which a demand curve and demand schedule and shift in demand, and what are all the factors affecting demand curve. So first one, demand schedule. The product is A, B, C, D, E. That may be an apple or orange or anything. The price of this one is 500, 400, 300, 200 and 100. The quantity demanded is 9. In the green ink I have written 9, 10, 12, 15 and 20. This is a demand. So product, price and quantity is nothing but demand. Demand for this product. So I am making it in a curve. Here we have 5, 10, 15 and 20. And here we have 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500. In this one I am representing this curve as green. In green ink I have represented this curve. For 500 this is 9, and for 400 this is 10, and for 300 this is 12, and for 200 this is 15, and for 100 this is 20. So this is the demand curve. This is from the downward. So this demand curve follows the rule downward sloping. Okay friends. Here in this is called a demand schedule. This chart is called demand schedule and this graph is called demand curve. We can see clearly from this demand schedule that if the price decreases, the quantity demanded increases. Obviously, the quantity demanded will increase. If the price decreases, the quantity demanded will increase. So, there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity in case of demand schedule. So, this is demand schedule and this is demand curve. Okay friends. Next we come to price quantity changes. Price remains the same. Shift in demand. Shift in demand means price remains the same but the quantity demanded may increase or decrease in some circumstances. That circumstances we will see the next page. So quantity demanded, if the quantity demanded decreases, 500 instead of 9, 8, it decreases. For 400 instead of 10, this is 9. The quantity demanded decreases. For 300, this is 11. It is decreases. For 200, 14 decreases. For 100, 19. This also decreases. So we have the quantity decreased. I am representing this in the curve. This blue color curve represents the shift in demand. If the demand decreases, this curve happens. Price remains the same. Here we write P and Q. After P, Q will be coming. So P and Q. So this curve represents the decrease in demand. So if the demand decreases, the curve shifts leftward. Please read this carefully friends. If the demand decreases, the demand curve shifts leftward. Next, come to increase in demand. This one is for 9, for 500, this is 10. Instead of 9, 10. For 400, instead of 10, 11. For 300, instead of 12, 13. For 200, instead of 15, 16. And for 100, instead of 20, this is 21. So, I am doing one more curve. This red line is the shift in demand for increase. So, if the demand increases, the curve shifts to rightward. If the demand decreases, the curve shifts to leftwards. If the demand increases, the curve turns to rightward. So even if you forget this one, you need to know the formation of demand schedule, so that you can form a new demand curve and find this one. For demand decrease, leftward shift. For demand increase, rightward shift. Next one, law of downward sloping. This demand curve follows the law of downward sloping. That is, when the price of a commodity is raised, the demand decreases. Price of a commodity raised, demand decreases. When the price of a commodity is lowered, the demand increases. The first paragraph we have seen this one. So this is law of downward sloping. Next, what are all the effects that causes change in demand curve? Quantity demanded falls for two reasons. For substitution effect, here the price remains constant. Substitution effect. If in a city there is only Arvin milk, then all will be tending to buy the Arvin milk. So the demand in that case increases for Arvin milk. Now consider Arogya milk is introduced in that city, so that some may change their taste to Arogya milk. So the demand for Arvin milk automatically reduces. So this is called substitution effect. If in a city only apples are available, then people will tend to buy only apples. If orange introduces in that city, then the demand for apple decreases. This is substitution effect. Next, come to income effect. Income effect means if the price increases, the demand decreases. That is, if the petrol price is 100, then we will fill our tank with 3 liters. If the price of the petrol increases to 150, then we will fill the tank with only 2 liters. So, but my income, consider my income is just 1000. So, my income is not affordable to get the petrol for 150 rupees. So, I am reducing the consumption. Here we have to see is income. My income remains the same, but the price increases or decreases. Comparatively, I am unable to get the product as before if the price increases. So this is called income effect. If the petrol price increases, I will curb my consumption. So this is called income effect. In income effect, if the price increases, then the demand decreases due to my constant income. Income is constant. Here we think that income may increase or decrease, but in this theory, the income remains constant. Only thing is the price increases and also the demand decreases. So next one, market demand curve. Previously what we have seen is demand curve with respect to individuals. But in market demand curve. It is for the overall population of India or overall population of Tamil Nadu or overall population in a district. That is, it is found by adding together the quantities demanded by all individuals at each price. That is market demand curve. Next one, forces behind market curve. What are all the forces that affect the market curve? They are average income. Definitely income affects the demand curve. Next one, size of the market. That is Madurai market. In Madurai market we can sell less number of apples, but in Chennai market we can sell more number of apples. So that is the size of the market. Next one, availability of related goods. If some other alternative goods are available there, then the demand for the particular product decreases. So that is the availability of related goods. What we have seen in Avin and Arogya milk concept. Next one, taste or preferences. That is, in Tamil Nadu, the demand for rice is more. But in North India, the demand for wheat is more. So that is taste or preferences. And next one, some special influences. That is, maybe for a season. In rainy season, the demand for umbrella will be more, and in winter season, the demand for coats will be more, sweaters will be more, and in summer season, the demand for ice creams will be more, and they are the special influences. So, this is regarding demand curve. What we have seen is, first one is demand schedule. And next one is demand curve, how to draw the demand curve and shift in demand. Next one, law of downward sloping demand, that is the third point. And the next one is substitution effect and income effect and market demand curve, forces behind market curve. That's all regarding demand curve, friends. Thank you, friends. Thank you for watching this video and kindly subscribe to GEM Academy.